Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is a quick look and ink swatching of the newest Ferris wheel press release, Cloak and Forest, and this is part of their fairy tale collection. Again, I keep buying them, but I'm just not a big fan of the bottle size. I wish they'd do something a little bit better, but I'm just, as you can see here on the screen, it's got a green base with some red sheen and some silver shimmer. So it's kind of along the lines of what I typically like. I'm not a big fan of gold shimmer, but there's some nice ones that the roaring patina that they have as well too, which is pretty cool. So again, just a quick little swatch. Take a look at how it looks on a couple of things. Tomoe River and the color O-rings as well too, to give us an idea of the different mechanisms or the different paper on how this kind of will look. So we'll kind of get that going here a little bit. We'll do a single swatch here, and then we will do a swatch and writing sample of said ink. Again, probably should have had this out beforehand, but yeah, that's how it goes. So again, like I said, not a big fan of the bottles simply because of the opening. This is very hard to get any real major large nib in outside of maybe a 5-6 might be able to squeeze. And if the current trend holds with number 8 nibs, that could be a big issue there for a lot of things. So gave it a little shake. And I am using Lemmy Labo corset with a broad nib on here. So I'll do the swap first. Get that saturated a little bit. And we'll lay down. So it starts off in like a bit of a petrol ink. So petrol blue, like the Lamy petrol or Montblanc petrol. And then it tries to get into some of the other colors as well. But again, a definitely dry ink, it looks like, at least on this paper. Broad nib if you have it, and then something of a narrower nib, maybe a fine, extra fine. You're not going to get as much out of that, if you will. So we'll let that dry up a little bit, and we will then try it on the Galen Leather Everyday Book. This is the Tomoe River 52 GSM, and we'll see how that looks. So we'll kind of put that towards the bottom a little bit to see if any of the particles had settled in. And we'll give that a run. Again, nice smooth application with Tomoe River. Again, looks more petrol on the initial drop, and then you start getting into a little bit of the greens, if you will. So let's see if we can get some pooling into there to kind of give it a look. Go. So we'll let that pool up a little bit and see how it looks, and then we'll just give it a quick writing sample. So this is the Ferris wheel press, and this is Cloak and Forest into that, and then same thing here, Ferris. Again, Cloak and Forest. So this one's got a little bit more of the dryness now, so let's take a peek at that. We'll clean that off a little bit. So hopefully you can see this on the camera here. Try to stand up and maybe I can get a bigger view, but you can see the red sheen kind of on the border aspect of things, and then you can see the silver shimmer. So again, it's not doing a whole lot of red sheen on it. You can see it. Sorry about the shake there. You can definitely see it happening, but it's not as prominent as the Tomoe River paper. It's drying up a little bit, so We'll let that dry up and I will be right back. And I'm back. And you can see here it is still drying, and we are, I think, at least 5+ minutes into it. So definitely a long drying ink when you do them in globs like this. So obviously not an everyday thing, but you can see the blues and the sheens associated with it here. You can see the red outlines. You can see the silver. So again, Tomoe River paper, I guess the gold standard, and it had definitely shown its ink properties. And again, this is kind of what the color O-ring paper looks like. So again, a vast difference on the type of paper you're using. You're getting more sheen and more pulling out of the Tomoe River. The box says light shading, but you're definitely getting some good shading into there as well, but mainly sheen and shimmer. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what this new ink from Ferris Wheel Press looks like. And again, it is the Cloak and Forest from their Fairy Tales collection. So hopefully you guys like the ink. It fits your pens. I think there's a couple pens I'm thinking about putting this in. Because of the sheen, it won't be something that I'm going to be worrying about too much from a clogging cleaning perspective. But definitely worth checking out if you do love this color combination. I think this will really look good for the holiday seasons coming up, for the fall, Christmas time. Not coming up, obviously, we're about, 8, 9 months away from it. So kind of, green and red and with some silver shimmer in there. So thanks a lot, everybody. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm looking to grow the channel this year, and any support would be highly welcome. Thanks a lot. Bye, everyone.